So I got fired last week from my job, and
Hell yeah.
thank you.
Hell
The guy's a prick, but but so it made me start thinking about my past jobs I had. Before the job I just got fired from, I worked at a Dairy Queen, and it sucked. And so it was fast food, but when I was working there, I became a manager about a year and a half into me working there. And to let you know, I was 19 at the time of becoming manager. I don't know why they trusted me. The only reason I had the time was because I got kicked out of college. Like, you're trusting me to count money? Are you stupid? I count above like 13 and I start to get confused. I'm like, that's a number? Whatever. But, so, when you're a manager, you have to deal with all like the stupid customers that come in. And so I was in the back line, which if you haven't worked fast food is where you have to touch all the fake meat. And Michelle, you know about fake meat, don't you? and so I was like cooking burgers, and I hear this dude from the back of the restaurant go, "These aren't my fucking burgers!" And he storms up, and there's a little 15-year-old kid. To let you know, they put all like the teenagers on my shifts when I closed manager. Like, I don't know, I thought they would have some mutual respect because I was 19 and they were 17. It's like, no, they bullied me in high school. What are you talking about? Like, they're not gonna fucking listen to me. I'm a manager at a Dairy Queen. I do not command respect when I walk into a Do you know how you make a blizzard? I had to show these 15-year-old kids how to make a blizzard. It's literally just this. They're not like, yeah, this guy, I listen to him. So, this dude comes up and is yelling at me about these cheeseburgers, and he's like, "These aren't made correctly." And I had made them, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "How did I mess them up, sir? I'm sorry." And he goes, "You fucked up the cheese." And I was like, "What? Fucked up the cheese? There's one option." He's like, "You fucked up the cheese." And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "I'll remake them for you. I'm sorry." So I remade them without cheese because that's the only option when you fuck up the cheese. And so I go and I make them. I give them to him. He opens it up. He flows. He goes, "There's no cheese on them." So what the fuck do you mean? There's no cheese on them. He goes, "The cheese is supposed to be melted. You're supposed to melt the cheese." I was like, "No, you don't." I was like, "I've made more burgers of these than I want to admit. The cheese doesn't melt." And he's like, "Yes, it does." And then his wife comes up, and they leave their 1-year-old child all the way in the back of the restaurant. And yeah, good parenting. Tell about people complaining about the fucking Dairy Queen cheeseburgers. And so she comes up, and she's like, "Oh my God, it's fast food. It's not that hard. You idiots should be able to do it. Oh my God, you couldn't handle the job that I have." And one of the teenage girls that I work with goes, "What job do you have?" And you think she's going to say something prestigious with the way she's acting. And before I get into this, I do want to say, anybody that has a job or holds down a job or goes to work, I appreciate, because there's people that don't do that and stuff. And I'll respect you if you do that. But when you respond to what job do you work with the answer of, "I can do whatever I want because I clean banks," no fucking respect. And I think she thought we were going to be like, "Oh my God, she works at a bank." We were all like, "I think she steals money from that bank." I think that's what's going on. But so, they keep yelling at us, and there's this 15-year-old kid that also works there. He's a 15-year-old boy, and I'm going to let you know something. He's the worst fucking person I've ever met. He is the embodiment of 15-year-old boy. He makes tons of the girls uncomfortable. He does not stop talking about his dick. Like, I don't want to hear that. And he barely showed up to work, and he was the most annoying little fucker ever. And he like cracks a smile at these people yelling at us, and the guy turns around and looks at him and goes, "Oh, I'll kick your fucking ass. I'll kick your fucking ass right now, motherfucker. You want to fucking come at me? You want to laugh at me?" He's like 5'4", but like 34, so like a weird amount of intimidation to take. And he's still going at this kid, and I finally just put my hand on his chest and I go, "Get the fuck out of my Dairy Queen." I push him away, and he leaves. And I was on such a high for a second there. Yeah. And then I realized I called it my Dairy Queen. And I defended that little fucker. Like, I went from the highest of highs to the lowest of lows. And then I quit that job 2 weeks later. But so,